Dephemerember is an open collaboration and it's hosted by Barbara from 49 Dragonflies and Louisa Heinzel, and this is the 4th year. If you want to join in the fun, a link to the prompt list is in my video description box. June, July, August and September, October and then November. At the end of the month, what do you get? It's Dephemerember. It's Dephemerember. Hi YouTube friends, it's Lee here. So we're on day 2 of Dephemerember for 2024. So on day 1, the prompt was altered playing card and antique keys. So I used this playing card, a huge big one, to make a cover plate for my journal. So it's got a door in there with a lady hiding in the back there looking out. And my antique key was the key to my late father-in-law's house. So I'm just going to, for the sake of noise control, clip that on there because it keeps banging on my glass cutting plate. Okay, so today, which is the 3rd of December, the prompt is layered tag and retro film strip. So I have made a pocket out of my prompts and I'll be working on this particular page here, and I thought I would use my washi tape collection. This is a really good way of keeping your washi tapes free. They're free when you finish off the roll of something. They sit in there perfectly and you can fit a few in. I've got 2, 4, 6, 22 rolls of washi tape in there. But I have in amongst them this one, which is a film strip. So I'll incorporate that in my design for today somewhere along the line. So the other part of it is layered tag and retro film strip. So layered tag. Okay, so I'm going to make a tag and I'll make it from some book page. Probably have to glue a few pages together. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, got 4 there. So I'm going to glue 4 pieces of that together to make my tag. I've got my film strip there. But I do want to do some sort of background on this before I get started, so that's what I'll do first. I'm just going to glue down some pieces of this and some book page. Now, if you want to know how I made this journal, I have a video in my playlist that shows you how I made it. It's a no-sew journal, completely recycled from food boxes and a file folder thing. So yeah, really easy to make and perfect for this sort of thing. And because I used file folder, my pages are nice and robust. Okay, so that's probably enough of that stuff there. So I'm just going to tear up some of this book page. Just want to get rid of that border. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover this in these papers, just this side. That's covered. I'm going to let that dry and I'm going to glue my pages together that I'm going to make my tag out of. So using Mod Podge again. Don't need to take it right to the edge because I'm going to be cutting those edges away, so I'm really only gluing over the text. So that needs to dry now. Okay, so I ended up adding another layer to that. I didn't think it was hard enough. So I'm going to just cut off the white. Okay, so that is a bit over 6, so 6 1/4 by 4. So I think it just needs to be cut down a little bit. So if I take off the width of the ruler, okay, I might leave it that length, that's fine. But I'm going to make it into a tag by cutting the corners off. Okay, so there's my tag base. I've got that little bit left over and some offcuts that might come in useful for something. So now I'm going to decide on how I want to layer this up. Okay, so I've got this napkin I'm going to use. So I really only want this bit with the writing. If I get a bit of the bird's head in, that's fine. But I'm just going to layer this up. Maybe it'd be easier to do it this way. Okay, so I've got these bits hanging off the side. I'm going to pull them off. Okay, so I'm fine with a little bits tearing off. Texture paste. Okay, so that's got to dry, and I'm going to put some of that texture paste onto the book page. So I'm going to put it on the outside. So when that's dry, this tag, I'm going to stitch around the outside of it on the machine, and then on this page here, see what it looks like when it's dry. I did think about putting some ink on it. I'm not sure whether I will or not. I quite like it when it looks white like that. I think it's quite effective. Maybe a little bit of coffee or something. Anyway, I need to get these things dried. Okay, so I have sewn around my tag in a very messy fashion. Left a little tussle there. Got a little bit of a ruffle made out of that mulberry paper. Inked around the outside. Popped a journaling spot on the back. I've just lightly coated the book page part of that with some white gesso, and now I'm going to apply a tiny little bit of this acrylic ink. Muted grey is the colour that it's called, and it's very quite purpley, and I'm watering it down because I don't want a huge amount of it on there. So that's nice, I'm happy with that. I don't want to water the page. You hear the thunder? Dog is a quivering mess on the floor next to me. She doesn't like storms. Do you, Luna? Hey? I just want this a little bit, and I don't want it to be overcome by it, overpowered. Okay, so that'll do for that. Now, how am I going to incorporate this? So I'm going to lay some of that down on the page. I need to add some glue stick because I don't trust it, the washi tape. I was thinking about putting that on there. I don't know. I need to make up my mind if I do, because I've got this sitting on the end of my finger. I'll put it there. Stay there for a bit. No, why not? Just going to take a bit off it. Good bit of glue around there. Pop that on. Glue on this film strip. Like that. It's not straight, it doesn't matter. Does not matter. Okay, now I would like to also put a bit of alcohol ink on that so it looks a bit older. Where's my alcohol ink? That's the only thing. Maybe this will work. Yeah, it's working. There's a bit of vintage photo on there, just to age it a little bit. I'm just going to Put it on here. And wrap it around the back. I just need to put a tab onto my tag. Maybe I can make one with a bit of offcut here. Okay, so I'm just going to fold that in half. I'm going to ink it. A little bit of vintage photo. With a little bit of vintage photo. There we go. Hiding over here. So I'll just staple that on there. Oh, wouldn't you know it's out of staple? Well, I'll use something else to staple it on with. So, I feel like that needs something else. Look at my little peoples here. Maybe one of them. That one, because it's got a bit of blue on it, it matches her dress. And then on this one, maybe this fella here, that can be her love. He's away. She's waiting for him to come home. What I'm going to do is to, you just use a paper clip to paper clip that on there, and I'm going to put him in amongst the flowers. That was what I was thinking of doing. Maybe I should do it a little bit different. No, I'll put him here. I want to write something on here, something that I heard somebody saying. It was an old lady, an old couple, and I think they were Scottish. They were being interviewed. And had been married for over 60 years, and the interviewer said, ask what the secret to their such a long marriage was, and she said that they always talk to each other about their problems, they talk everything out, they have fights, like they have rows, but they always talk it out. And she said something that I thought was so, I don't know what the word is for it, but she said, if the love is there, you will find a way to work through it. And I thought, that's lovely. And I think a lot of people don't put enough effort into healing their relationships, and I know in some instances, you know, like separation is the only way to go, but it just seems that so many marriages don't work these days, don't last, and it's really sad. And it just almost made me cry when she said that. I thought, oh, that's just beautiful. Okay, so we're going to get my pen. Hear the rain. I hope you can hear me talking. It's so heavy now. Wrap this up. I have put the writing onto a piece of paper because that was a bit rough to write on and a little bit gooey, so I just drew a heart and wrote it on. Just going to tap some little bits of gold here and there. And my tag, my lady on it. So that's going to be paper clipped onto there, like so. And that is day 2 done and dusted. So we have a laid tag with a retro film strip. Okay, so just take that off. So my page is layered as well as my tag. So my tag has napkin, it has texture paste, it has collage, it's got this little ruffle, it's got the stitching, it's got the film strip, got my lady who's waiting for her man to come home from wherever it is that he's gone to. He's, let's say he's a merchant businessman, merchant sailor or something like that, and he's off making deals somewhere around the world, who knows, but anyway, she's waiting for him. Okay, day 2 done and dusted. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, let me know in the comments what you think. If you haven't got the time to leave a comment, you can always just leave me a heart or a smiley face. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And hugs and cheers from Australia. I'm going to go now because my dog is really getting stressed out from the thunder. Okay, thanks guys. See you in the next one. Hooray.